Chuffed to bits. Yeah, I was really, I won't lie to you, I was pleased because I thought, well, that buys me kudos. That must mean that there's lots of young people who think that I'm funny. And it must mean that people didn't for a long time. No, it's great. Yeah, because I think it's going to be exactly the same for me as it was for Sarah Millican and Kevin Bridges. I'm going to be just a massive British household name. We're the same. I'm the same as them. I have the same sort of appeal, you know. Yeah, even though I've lived here longer than I ever lived in Canada, though, I will never be accepted. I just took a year out of college to, you know, just go travel and have a look around at stuff. And that's, yeah, I didn't intend on doing comedy. I just left to go and look. And then I stayed in London as a base and traveled around. And then eventually I was doing comedy after about 10 years. I don't know. I've never done the one in North America. I've only done stand-up in the UK. I've been here longer than I ever lived in Canada. I left Canada when I was 19 and then started comedy here. I've done some gigs in Canada. I think it's a bit like here, from what I hear, we're split into sort of mainstream clubs and alternative comedy. So I think it's probably similar. The last few gigs I've done, the audience members, the makeup has been like roughly like 70–80% of the people are under 30, and then the other have been made up of people like in the 60s and stuff. So it's, because you think about it, like if you're like 62 and you're alternative, it's not much for you, is there? You know, if you grew up in the olden days watching Monty Python, like some of them did, what is there for them now? We were just getting it one way for a while. It was just men and the odd woman in a jacket doing observations, and maybe we weren't being well served enough for knuckleheads being silly and stuff. So or maybe we're having like a resurgence, like it's the 70s again or something. Oh, none of them. No, I think they're all just terrible. I don't like any of them at all. I won't name names, but I can tell you some of the ones I really don't like are like Benny Boots is terrible, Australian guy, I don't like him at all. Luke Roberts and Tom Tuck, they're a couple of young guys. Bunch of garbage, yeah. Simon Munnery, atrocious. Hey, write a joke, fella. Stuart Lee, how he's got popular, I have no idea. His persona is exactly like you would think. You'd think, oh, you really are that grouchy. I hate Tony Law. That guy's just rubbish. Talk about not having a plan. No structure, very few endings to any of his bits. Terrible.